So division is mathematical induction. What's a mathematical induction? Mathematical induction is mathematical induction is one of the techniques which can be used to prove variety of mathematical statements which are formulated in terms of n, where n is a positive integer. We know many mathematical statements. For an example, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus dash 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 plus n is equal to n into n plus 1 by 2. We know this statement. Another is 1 squared plus 2 squared plus 3 squared plus dash 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 plus n squared is equal to n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. It is another statement. Like these statements, how it is true or not, we have to prove by this mathematical induction method. First, mathematical induction is used in the branches of algebra, geometry and analysis. Where it turns out to be necessary to prove some truths of proposition. Next, we are going to see the principles of mathematical induction. Principle of mathematical induction. The principles of mathematical induction. Let Pn be a given statement for n is element of n. Step 1, P1 is true. Step 2, let us assume that Pk is true. Step 3, pk is true. Pk plus 1 is true. We should prove that, and hence Pn is true for all value of n. This is the principle of mathematical induction. Example: using mathematical induction method, prove that 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus dash 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 plus n is equal to n into n plus 1 by 2. N is element of capital N. Solution: let the given statement the Pn, given statement, let it is Pn. Therefore Pn is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus dash 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 plus n is equal to n into n plus 1 by 2 for all n is element of capital N. Therefore step 1 put n is equal to 1, left hand side. P1 is equal, first number is 1, right hand side. Put n is equal to 1 in the right hand side. We get 1 into 1 plus 1 by 2. N is 1 into 1 plus 1 by 2. We get that is 2 by 2, that's equal to 1. Left hand side is equal to right hand side. Therefore left hand side is equal to right hand side. Therefore P1 is true. Step 2. Let us assume that the statement is true for n is equal to k. That is Pk is true. Therefore 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus dash 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 plus k is equal to k into k plus 1 by 2 is true. Step 3. To prove Pk plus 1 is true, left hand side is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus dash 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 plus k. Add k plus 1 both sides. That's equal to Pk plus k plus 1. We know Pk is true for k into k plus 1 by 2 plus k plus 1. Take k plus 1 common. K first LCM 2. K into k plus 1 plus 2 into k plus 1. K plus 1 is common. And k plus 2 by 2. Therefore, n means n into n plus 1. K plus 1 means k plus 1 plus 1 k plus 2 by 2. Therefore, Pk plus 1 is true. Therefore, P k plus 1 is true. True. And hence Pn is true for all values of n, element of capital N. That's all.